So herbs do not cure depression. St. John's Wort, while there's evidence for it to cure depression, it doesn't cure depression. What do I mean by that? Well, what I want to explain today in this video is that while herbal medicine can be very helpful in the treatment of depression and treating symptoms, herbs are not a cure for depression. This is a claim that's made in medicine, that antidepressants are an implied cure, means they're antidepressant, mean they're against depression, but they never say they make you happy, but they imply that antidepressants are a cure for depression. And when medicine makes these claims, it understands cure not necessarily in getting rid of depression, but really a cure is a treatment. A lot of medical cures are treatments, but they're not necessarily cures. And I want to break the myth also that herbal medicine is a cure for depression, because it's not. You are the cure for depression. Herbs can help you with your depression as long as you do other things. And I find recently with some people coming to my practice who are suffering from depression, and they may get disappointed when the herbs don't cure the depression, and they either continue on their medications or go back on their medications, and they stop coming to see me. I suppose what I really want to communicate is that if you believe and if you think that herbs are going to cure your depression, you're mistaken. And this is a big problem that I believe has been created by medicine. The idea that one thing can cure a disease, a condition, an illness, and so forth. But especially in the area of psychological pressures and illnesses and situations where people suffer depression. Depression can be cured only by you. Depression is within you. It is your human experience of life unfolding as it is before you, within you and around you. And there is no cure, no one cure like one pill or one herb or one combination of herbs that will cure that depression. For sure, there's a lot of things you can do, and herbal medicine is one of those things. And that's what I want to communicate in this video, is that as part of a holistic approach to curing and treating and managing and improving your condition of depression, which means letting go the depression ultimately. The depression is physically gripped within your body. It has a grip of your emotional life. It ingrained in your nervous system, in your cells. It's physically, emotionally, spiritually, psychologically gripping you. And to overcome depression, you need to let go the depression. But in order to let go the depression, you need a number of strategies. And a lot of people who experience depression become isolated. They don't want to go out. They don't want to meet people. They close the curtains. They stay inside. The door is locked. This is an element of social anxiety that comes with depression. Feeling so low that you don't want to meet people. Feeling so shamed about your situation that you don't want to face people. You don't want to talk to people. You don't want to deal with your situation. So you have to open your windows. You have to open your door and let the light in, let the air in. Get out and do some movement. Movement, we know, exercise is a fantastic support to people who are depressed, because the depressed person needs a number of strategies, which is movement of cells, energy, oxygen, metabolism, to move energy within the body, to move circulation, and that's going to improve your vitality. As well as that, then you need to look at your diet. You need to eat a healthy diet. A lot of depressed people end up eating very processed food, cooked, fried and cooked dinners, takeaways, foods high in sugars, maybe alcohol, and diets that are low in fiber, low in grains, low in living plants and foods and vegetables and fruit, low in omega-3s and B vitamins and all the different vitamins that we need for a healthy nervous system. Probiotics especially, fermented foods, really important now for building gut health, which builds mind health. So if you're going to come to me and you wanted a treatment for depression, herb for depression, you're not going to get a treatment or herb. You're going to get a dietary plan, a lifestyle plan, support, encouragement, nudging you towards letting go the past, letting go the cause of depression. The cause of depression can only be addressed by you. Depression is often associated with loss, the loss of security, comfort, health, a job, a partner, a cat, an animal, a pet. Can be the loss of something. Can also be the loss of future, loss of hope, loss of possibilities, loss of desire. So when vitality goes down, the body becomes depressed, you become depressed, you become trapped and locked into a mindset which is very hard to break out of. So to break out of that mindset, you need to use a number of strategies. And that's why herbal medicine is holistic medicine. It treats the person holistically. So when a person comes to me, I never really talk too much about the depression. I like to hear their story. And in unraveling their story, I can see the threads, the roots that permeate, that spread and dig deep into where somebody, what was the root cause? What was the actual, the spring, the source of that depression? And it often can be many different experiences. Sometimes it's people who have low resilience. I mean, resilience is the capacity to deal with change and life and loss. And if you go through life, as I am now, I'm 51, 52 on Monday, I think, you will experience loss and change. And if we try and hold on to our identity as it was when we were 15, when we were 25, when we were 30, 35, and so forth, we're going to experience a struggle, because life is a process of change. People die, we lose opportunities, things don't work out the way we want, and so we're challenged to move into the future with the vulnerability, the experience of being vulnerable. But in order to protect ourselves from being vulnerable, because we don't like to be vulnerable, we become depressed. Depressed is a big coat, blanket we put over ourselves to protect ourselves, to hide behind. But it's a blanket devoid of vitality, devoid of colour. It's dark and quiet. There's no music, there's no colour, there's no vibrance, there's no creativity. So in order to overcome depression, we need to lift off this blanket, to see ourselves naked and vulnerable and raw as we are, with the supports that we need around us, like coming to a herbalist, going to a psychologist, talking to a friend, being part of a social group. There's so much research now called a social cure that helps people to understand that the more groups and activities you're attached to, the more it protects you against depression and other psychological issues. So there is no herb for depression, but there are many herbs that can be used to support your nervous system, to calm it, to sedate it, to help you sleep better, to create stimulation and circulation of blood, to detox organs like the liver. The liver is an organ that carries a lot of energy, and when people are depressed, I think a lot of the energy is locked in the liver. And it's the liver is the organ of passion and anger. And anger is a healthy emotion. I always say anger is a healthy emotion. It's not a negative emotion. It's there to protect you. But if we don't express anger, and I'm not talking about hitting out at people, I'm talking about communicating. We need to communicate to people how we feel hurt, let down, and express the anger creatively, constructively, and fairly. Anger is the acid that burns the container in Buddhist philosophy. So the anger is your person is going to be suffering by containing that anger. So the only way to deal with anger is to communicate it. Then we need herbs like milk thistle to support the liver. But as we shift that liver energy, we're going to shift the anger, shift creativity. And you need to create and put your energy into creation of something. So crafts, writing, music, running, walking, any activity that you enjoy will be a channel for that energy as you go through the recovery process, as you uncover yourselves from that blanket, as you begin to engage in the support of people around you, and herbs again being part of that. And herbal medicine brings with it the whole nutrition approach as well, and making sure you're on a healthy diet. So this video is just really a teaser to the idea that there is no one herb for depression. Herbs do not solve or cure depression, but herbal medicine as an approach, holistic approach to depression, is a fantastic way to addressing the root causes of depression and supporting you to uncover from the darkness into the light and into the colourful, imaginative, wonderful world that it is. But when we're depressed, we don't see it that way. And it's a journey of recovery that I encourage people to take part on. But a lot of people have been brainwashed by medicine, the cure, a pill for every ill, and the idea that you don't have to do the work yourself. No, you have to do the work. You have to overcome a lot of fake and failed identities that we mask, basically. Our identity, who am I, is my identity. It's the question that raises, who is my identity, or what am I? But basically, it's a mask that I wear, a mask that people have given to me, or that I have taken on or purchased or attuned or learned to wear. And that mask is an element of who you are, but it's not who you are. So we have many, many masks that we wear, and I'll talk about that in another video. The masks that we wear that bring us through life, but often they're false selves. They're not the real self. They're just aspects of who we are at a certain time. And as we go through loss, we realize maybe these masks maybe we need to realize that we wear masks firstly, and then what would it be like to take off the mask? That's it for today. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in a video very soon. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or what you think of this line of thought, that herbs are not a cure for depression, but you are the cure. Take care. Bye.